You ever have that moment when you're just minding your own business, scrolling, chilling, being a totally normal human, and suddenly you see someone or something and your brain goes, "Yup, I want that." And before you know it, your focus, your plans, your morals, your productivity, gone, completely hijacked. And then you're like, why do I feel like a caveman with Wi-Fi? Well, there's actually a reason for that. And it's not because you're weak, it's because your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Let's unpack this. See, lust isn't some evil, shameful glitch. It's actually one of your brain's oldest survival programs. Way before humans had phones or clothes or Tinder, our brains had one main job: keep the species alive. So your brain evolved to make sure you felt an overwhelming urge to reproduce. Not a gentle nudge, a full-on drop everything, this is important signal. That's why when you see someone attractive, your brain floods you with dopamine, that feel-good chemical that makes you crave. It's the same chemical that fires up when you smell pizza, hit a jackpot, or get a new notification. It's the anticipation of pleasure, not the actual pleasure, that keeps you hooked. Now here's where it gets funny. Your brain was built for a world where humans lived in small tribes of maybe 100 people. You'd meet a few potential partners in your entire life. But today, you open Instagram, and your brain suddenly meets a few thousand of the most attractive people on Earth. Your poor caveman brain cannot handle that kind of overload, so it keeps firing dopamine like crazy, not because you're out of control, but because your biology is trying to survive in a world it was never designed for. And that brings us to the big question: can you actually control your lust? Well, yes and no. You can't stop the feeling. That's like trying to stop being hungry by saying, "I don't want food." It doesn't work. But what you can do is control what happens after the feeling shows up. Think of it like this. Your brain has two main players: the emotional brain and the thinking brain. The emotional brain is like that one friend who says, "Do it, it'll be fun." And the thinking brain is the one who's like, "Yeah, and it'll ruin your life." When lust hits, the emotional brain takes the driver's seat and your thinking brain gets stuffed in the trunk. So the goal isn't to slam the brakes, but to notice what's happening. When you feel that rush, just go, "Oh, okay, that's my emotional brain doing its thing." That 1 second of awareness gives your thinking brain a chance to climb back into the car. And that's real control. Not denying lust, but not being its puppet either. But here's the truth nobody tells you. You'll never fully get rid of lust because it's not a bug, it's a feature. It's the same drive that makes you seek connection, love, art, adventure, even creativity. Lust is just your energy for life, disguised as chaos. The trick is to channel it, use it, not fight it. Because the moment you understand why your brain does what it does, you stop hating it. You stop feeling guilty. And you start realizing, oh, I'm just being human. So next time you catch yourself spiraling in lust, remember, you're not broken. You're just running ancient hardware with 5G access. You can't stop the program from running, but you can choose how to respond to it. And that right there is real power. Because at the end of the day, controlling lust isn't about becoming a monk. It's about becoming aware. Aware that your brain might want something, but you get to decide what to do about it. And if you made it to the end of this video without getting distracted, congratulations. You just outsmarted a few million years of evolution.